Hello and welcome back to Around the Block. Hope you're all doing well today and looking forward to today's episode. We had the weekend off for the Streamer Showdown. For those guys who watched it, we came so close yet so far. In the league section, we came second. In the knockouts, we came second because we lost in the final. Quite frankly, I just need someone to put their arms around me, rock me gently, and just sing first the worst, second the best, just to make me feel a bit better. Either way, it was a fantastic weekend. Had a great time being part of the showdown and being on it and competing. So hopefully we'll be invited back in the future. That would be absolutely fantastic, and I'll let you guys know about that one, of course. But if you missed it, then there are all the VODs available on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/TomFM. And if you want to, you can obviously go down there and follow me on there. Would massively appreciate that. Looking to 1,500 followers on there now. So, I mean, if everyone who subscribes here follow me on there, I'd be one of the biggest Twitch streamers on Football Manager, which is pretty cool. So if everyone sort of just, click to follow on there, that would be huge. Unfortunately, though, we did lose to Manny in the final. What a very bizarre final that was. I mean, you can watch it for yourselves on the VODs. With hindsight, should have done things a little differently, but at the time, we just wanted to score the goals to make sure we had that buffer. One of those things. Either way, back into Around the Block today, and we're starting off a brand new season with RB Leipzig. We've made a couple of transfers, actually 4 transfers that we've made so far, and we're going to see if they're working as we take on PSG today in the European Super Cup, because obviously at the end of last season we won the Europa League. PSG went on to win their 5th Champions League since this save file started. Of course, they knocked us out of the group stage of the Champions League, so hopefully we get some revenge against them today. But obviously, first and foremost, what we need to do is jump into the transfer history and see what's gone on transfer-wise. We actually have sold £40 million worth of players. Owner Gull has left the club. Was our backup right back essentially, but he's gone for 21 rather than £26 million to Celtic. Just wasn't going to be getting the game time this season because we had another right back or right wing back coming in this season who's better than this guy, so he wasn't going to get the game time. Didn't want to pay him the money, so he's gone on to Celtic for quite a nice chunk of money. Zakaria Huari has left for £8.5 million, which is fantastic because we bought him on a free transfer. So he's gone after one season, didn't really play much games last season, and we're not using wingers as much this season, hopefully. He's gone to Augsburg for £8.5 million. And the other player to leave is Nils Elhart, who was a backup right back, backup centre back for us, but never really got any game time in fact, didn't even play a single game in the Bundesliga last season. That shows how unimportant he was. But we've made profit on him, £2.5 million worth of profit on him as he goes to Hamburg. So nice moves there. What we have done is bring 2 players in on a free transfer. Jacob Madison being the first one. We saw him, I think, a few episodes ago, a free transfer coming in after he left. Who did he leave? It was Inter Milan he left. So we got on a free transfer. Backup centre midfielder, but looks very, very good at 22 years old. And I think also 23 years old, is Nebojsa Stajadinovic, which I butchered, but he's a backup centre-back for us. It only says 2-star current ability, but I think he's got very, very good attributes there. So much so that I think he could step into the first team when he's needed, basically. I think he's a great player for us, but he left Red Star. We got him on a free transfer. I assume he just didn't want to sign a new contract with them. So he left there, joined us on a free transfer, and is going to be really, really good for us. And then the other 2 players, we've spent £99 million on. We'll start off with the slightly cheaper one of the 2 from Borussia Dortmund for £29 million. It was his minimum fee release clause, this chap. But here is our new right back / right wing back. He's 19 years old, so can very easily be retrained in that wing back position. Has got very good crossing and dribbling. Some of the best crossing and dribbling that's actually available to us. I was looking for good crossing and good dribbling, and he was one of the highest available. And obviously being quite young, I thought it's a great chance to get him into the club. Also a wonder kid as well, according to the media descriptions. That also helps us out massively and looks very, very good. So he'll be playing a lot of games this season from that right wing back position as we train him up there as well to get better in that position. And for £70 million, where we have overspent, I must say. Now, we've paid 30 up front. It's 40 across the next 3 seasons, so we're not paying all that at once, but it is classed as a £70 million transfer. It's Ruslan Nikolaev. I might just say Nikolov because it's easier. I don't know. We'll get round to it. But he is one of the best left wing backs in the world. We bought him from Real Madrid. And he does look fantastic, I've got to say. Obviously, crossing and dribbling could be a little higher, I suppose. But, it's a trade-off we make. He was one of the best in the world available. So we got him in. Really good mentally, really good physically. And, of course, can play as a winger, as a complete wing-back, or as a complete wing back. Basically all up and down the left-hand side. Obviously we've got Buncevic who can play left back if we need to play proper left back, but considering that we want to play wing backs more this season, he is going to fit the bill perfectly, which I'm very, very happy with. So Ruslan, welcome back to the club. He had been at Real Madrid where he had 2 decent seasons, had some very good seasons at Chelsea, decent ones at Barcelona, and obviously very, very good ones at CSK, Spartak Moscow over in Russia as well, before obviously all these moves, which accumulated nearly £192 million of transfer. So he's done very well for himself. Not that he's made £192 million, but I suppose he probably has had some big, clauses in that, which have paid off very nicely for the 28-year-old. But they're the only transfers we've made so far. I do need to look for another goalkeeper, because it has been made aware to me that when I was setting up a team for this game against PSG, we only have Andre Luis as a goalkeeper. We let one go and we've not replaced them. So we do need to get another goalkeeper, and in case, of course, Andre Luis does pick up injuries. But hopefully he won't. Hopefully he'll be a strong goalkeeper for us in this new formation that we're going to try and use this season. I think this is the way to go if we want to win a Champions League. Control possession sort of style of play, build out from the back, use Rogler and Constantine or Thaddeus Igalo, or of course we have a new youngster, Jan Sarman, who's coming into the squad. He's one of our regens, but looks good enough in my opinion to be starting forward off the bench and things like that. Very good dribbling and finishing. First touch needs to be improved a little more, but physicals are decent, mental's not too bad. Like, he's getting there. So Jan Sarman, you'll be a big part of our squad this season, I hope. Either way, Andre Luis is going to be starting in goal for us with Blažević, Dopatka and Diogo in that centre-back trio. Nikolaev and Capisi, I'm going to say Carapisi. I'm going to butcher these 2 wing-back names massively. Need to change him to a complete wing back as well, just because that's a little better for him. Dorbel and Clan maintain their positions in midfield. Kidrich just ahead with Rogler and the big double C as our strikers. Looking forward to this one. Gonna be good. Fingers crossed we get some big results this season. So then, kickoff is upon us here at the Europa Super Cup. The winner of the Champions League, PSG, against the winners of the Europa League, which are us, RB Leipzig. There we go. Right. Hopefully, we're going to get a decent result here today, as Mbappe comes very close from the early stages there, but a good stop there from Andre Luis. Now, we have played all our friendlies pretty much with this formation, and we've beaten some good teams. We beat Liverpool, and I feel like we beat another bit. I think we drew with Juventus. But they scored by 94th minute. Not that I did the friendlies. Obviously, our new assistant manager did. I've listened to you guys as Blažević puts that just wide. Obviously, we couldn't get Shooty Gel back, so we've got an actual assistant manager in now, like a proper one. I can't remember his name. He's not that important, but he did the friendlies and did quite well using this formation. So it has showed the proof of concept that it does work. But obviously, they were friendlies, not competitive games, so we can't be, we can't really read into that too much. But half time, not a lot of highlights, but we do seem to be pretty much in this game with PSG, which is very good for us, because if we can get a good result against PSG today, it really boosts our credentials for potentially winning a Champions League this season, which I'm really excited about. Either way, Paris Saint-Germain coming forward on the ball. Sancho just scores that, unfortunately. I mean, they have such a good team, PSG. No wonder they've won the most amount of Champions Leagues out of anyone since this save file has started. They've got Sancho, they've got Bellingham, they've got Mbappe, they've got Haaland, who's not playing because he's injured. They literally have every single world-class wonder kid that develops into like a 180-plus potential player down the line. Like, they've got such a good squad, so stopping PSG is difficult. They've got Phil Foden, they've got Upamecano as well. I think we spoke about them last time we played them last season in the Champions League. They've got such a good team, and they don't even need to attack that much, do they? Look, they're playing fairly defensively, aren't they, in this game? Let's go a bit more positive with our stance, and let's say get creative out there. Let's see if we can do something with this. I want to get a good result here today against PSG, and I think we can do it. I'm honest with you, like, can we though? I don't know. Let's, for the final few moments, swap back to our usual, our formation from last season. Let's just see if doing this is going to help us out. So, unfortunately, it looks like I've not put the proper people on the bench, because I cannot see Trincao. Jezovic is there and available for us though, but who can play on the right wing? It's got to be Thaddeus Igalo who can come on that right hand side. We'll give it our best shot. Let's go attacking. Let's put these wing backs on attack. This guy looks like he's the new guy, Nikolaev. He looks rather tired actually, so we'll take him off and we'll bring Buncevic on. That's the best we can do, I feel. I feel that is the best we can do right now. Just put these guys on attack. Let's confirm those changes. Come on then. We need a good result here as PSG look to bring the ball forward. Or Dorble gets a good tackle in though. Come on, Dorble. Get in there. Oh, he's lost it again. Hopefully this is just a highlight. If PSG start coming forward, they've got Kai Havertz as well. Look, and the green screen is going mental because I've left the blinds open because it was bright enough. Oh my goodness, this is going terribly. Oh, in my desire to close the blinds to make this a bit better visually for you on my face because I look beautiful, the game's finished and we've lost it 1-0. Okay. Thing is though, I mean, second half was terrible, really, actually. We only had 2 shots in the second half. But I don't think that was embarrassing. And I think that's a little proof of Well, have we made progress there? Have we made progress? PSG. Let's look at past meetings with PSG. Have we made progress? Not really. We lost 1-0 last season and 2-1 last season. So not really making much progress there at all, actually. If anything, we've done a little worse because they scored in the 92nd minute there in that game. We could have got a draw. This time they scored a bit earlier on. It's difficult to say. Difficult to say. Obviously, we weren't playing the final in the Vasilevsky Stadium, which we seem to win every European final in that we go to. This obviously wasn't in the Vasilevsky, but we're not counting this as a proper final, basically. This stadium is it Dinamo? Is it Dinamo in Croatia? It is Dinamo in Croatia yeah, it's just not a good stadium. Okay, so we've lost that one, which is obviously a little upsetting, but we do have some big fixtures coming up. Next episode, what we're going to do is play the Champions League first group stage game and Bayern Munich, and hopefully if we beat Bayern Munich, that is proof of concept that our new formation will work nicely and we might actually win the Bundesliga and Champions League this season. Interestingly though, when is the Champions League group stage draw? It is, we're in August right now here. It's there. It's literally, we play Schalke, Bayer Leverkusen and then Cologne. Yeah, so it's there. I'll tell you what. Hold your horses. I'll play these 2 games quickly and then we'll do the Champions League stage, group stage draw and then we'll come back for tomorrow. So we won both of those games, which is fantastic. A 2-1 win over Schalke, although we got quite lucky in that one, scoring 2 very late goals. Thaddeus Agalo and Ruslan Nikolaev scoring in the 84th and 94th minute respectively. But the game against Bayer Leverkusen was a lot simpler. Rogler with a brace, Nikolaev with another goal in that one, and Kidrich also picking one up late on to win 4-0. So proof of concept that this formation could be working out, but we'll see if it works against the big team of Bayern Munich next episode. We do need to wait though, obviously, for the Champions League group stage draw to come around. And whilst we're here, actually, I should probably say to you, if we have a look at the season preview, we are predicted to come second this season, just behind Bayern, Borussia Mönchengladbach just behind us in Dortmund. So it's actually very, very tight at the top. You look at the odds, very tight, including Bayer Leverkusen and Hertha Berlin, actually. It's very, very tight, those top 6 odds. But it does suggest that we have got a very good chance of winning the league this season. We've also got Blažević, Dopatka and Andre Luis in the All-Star Team of the Year apparel, the Media Dream 11, that's what it's called there. No other players of ours though, but Rogler is got to be a striker there at some point soon, surely. Rogler's been really good for us. Speaking of Rogler, he's gone on to win Player of the Week as well, which is a very good stuff for him, as he dedicates the award to me. You love to see it, as he's in there alongside Kidrich, Diogo and Nikolaev. Beautiful stuff. Puskás Academy could be about to go into the Champions League if they manage to avoid defeat to Viitorul there, a team that we could have gone to at one point actually, and they do manage to get through in extra time. You'll love to see it. So Puskás Academy, they could be a team we face off against in the Champions League, which is coming up now, the draw for that, as we're going to go through all these reports of goalkeepers that I'll have to try and sign very shortly. But as we get to the top of this, we've got £30 million for reaching the group stage. Keep continuing because we should get the draw any second now. I'd love to be up against Puskás Academy and a Partizan and a CSK Moscow. If we get like all of those guys in the group, that would be absolutely amazing. But because we won the Europa League last season, we are seeded first for this alongside Borussia Mönchengladbach. Obviously won the Bundesliga as well. So draw next team, Borussia Mönchengladbach. We are going to be in Group F ourselves. Interesting. The second seeds look pretty tough, but I'd much prefer a Roma or a Milan or even Atletico Madrid. We beat them last season, didn't we? Just as long as it's not one of the big teams, I'd say, as some of them are drawn. We could get Real Madrid, Arsenal, or Atletico Madrid. I prefer Atletico out of all of those. We get Real Madrid. Okay, that's going to be quite a tough game. Third seeded teams, CSK Moscow are there. If we can get CSK Moscow, that would be absolutely fantastic. They're in Group D, unfortunately, but we could get Lyon, Inter, or Benfica. I don't mind any of those. Benfica, that seems like an easier team for us. And of course, we really want to get Puskás Academy in our group as well, because it'd be good to play them again after all this time. Puskás, what group are they going to be in? In our group. Come on, you love to see it. That is absolutely fantastic for us. We get to play against our old team. That's a beautiful draw. If only we had CSK Moscow in our group, that would have been better. What a fantastic draw that is for us, though. I think that's a much better draw for us. If we can just knock Real Madrid out, help Puskás. In fact, we could try and do a bit of match fixing here. We could try and do a bit of match fixing to get Puskás Academy to maybe go through. But we've got to thrash Real Madrid and Benfica twice to get the 12 points we need to then actually give up 6 points there to Puskás, if that's even possible. I'm very tempted by it, though. Please give us Puskás in our first game. If you give us Puskás in our first game, because that comes up next episode, that would be amazing. And it's... where is it? It's Benfica in the first game. Okay, but we have to do Puskás, don't we? I think and what we do instead then is a 3-game special where we ignore Benfica. We do Bayern, Wolfsburg, and Puskás Academy. I think that's what we do next time, because how can we not do anything other than that? Unfortunately, we can't play in Puskás Stadium because it's still too small for European football. We've got to play in the Groupama Arena, which if I remember rightly, belongs to Ferencváros. Ferencváros, it does. Have Puskás actually extended their stadium at all? It's now 6,600, so they have extended it a bit, but obviously it's just not big enough for Champions League football. But at least we get to play them. That's very exciting. So join me next time for the Puskás Academy game. Looking forward to that one. But in the meantime, have a wonderful evening. Have a good day tomorrow, and I'll see you obviously tomorrow evening for the next episode. Of course, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Goodbye.